Hi everyone, and thank you for joining me again in another video. My name is Shruti Vashisht and you're watching the channel Living Our Ascension. So this is going to be the weekly reading I'm going to get into that in just a second. We're using the Chrysalis Tarot this week. I'll show you what the cover looks like. It's quite artistic and the cards are really nice as well. It's all about transformation, as you can see from the butterfly. So I really love the theme of this deck. And before we get into the reading and the messages for this week, I'd like to tell you that I have a new course that's out. Some of you that watch me know this, but if you're new, check out the course called Manifest Soulmate Relationships. It's below this video. You'll find the link. Probably when I release this video, it'll be out already to purchase, so I'm so excited. It's my very first course as well, which is another reason I'm deeply excited. There's a free course as well that you can check out, a mini course called Manifest Soulmate Love, which also has a few practices that you can try out. And finally, have a look at all of my personal services. You can work with me personally. I have all kinds of different services as well through Skype, Zoom, and other channeling services. Check all of that out below this video. And now we finally get into the reading. So I'd like you to choose either number 1, number 2 or number 3, whichever number resonates with you for this week. And then you can just scroll through this video and find that number and listen to your message there. If you chose number 1, we're going to pick a card and you get this one. I think it says Merlin. I'll have a look at it in a second myself. Yeah, it says Merlin. It's the hero. So 0 is the card of the Fool in the tarot, which is all about taking new initiatives, new beginnings. And just as I say that, I'm seeing this eagle soar up into the sky. So I really feel like this new initiative, whatever it is you're taking, usually it's about going out into the world with this new fresh energy. And the Fool in the tarot is someone who does not have these boundaries. They don't have hesitations, they're like raring to go. There's this new fresh energy that's there, that it's very enthusiastic and hopeful, dynamic as well. And kind of like, even when you look at the archetype of Merlin, it's a magician. So that means that this new thing that's coming for you, this new initiative, whichever field it's in, whatever area of life, it's actually something that is coming straight from the core of you, because a magician is an alchemist, creates from their depth, their core, the depth of their, you can say, because magic is that essence inside of us, where we know ourselves as joy and as wisdom. And through that deep wisdom of the earth that we have, it's like a combination of knowing, having this higher wisdom, knowing what is right, what is truth, and how that applies in the physical life. You can use the elements of the earth, and when you combine both your truth and more physicality, and having the wisdom of how things work in the physical, then that's when true magic lands. That means that thing works. It's like there's a spark that's there and it's lit. So it's lit whatever you are starting now, and there's magic that's there. So yeah, so I feel like saying congratulations for whatever this is. Let's see if I'm getting anything else here. And this person knows, so you can see, look at the expression in his eyes. He knows that magic is something that is born from within. So the power of magic lies actually within first. A person who has mastered magic, they have mastered the knowing that it begins within first. And they are not too rattled by the outer image. If there are things in the outer that are not looking completely aligned with what you have been creating from your inside, immediately if that doesn't show up, they don't get rattled, because they know. They work within knowing, and knowing is something that is really strong over here. So they stay within that knowing, and then of course that knowing has to eventually be there. It is present. So they are the masters of this more feminine cycle of life and death, of rebirth. So they know that often right before things land, that is when it's the darkest. Right before the light comes in, it's the darkest. So right before the actual manifestation is to come, people start to give up, because it seems to be the most challenging at that time, like they've been putting in their efforts or whatever, or they've been hoping for something, and then it's like they're ready to give up because it feels the lowest. But that's actually when it's taking a dip, because it's a cycle. So it's like taking a dip and coming into that right into the core. So the closer to the core it is, that cycle feels the most void, like there's nothing there. So, but this person knows it. Look at the expression in their eyes. They're a master. They've done this before many times. They know this feeling. So they're not rattled by it. So they have this, they contain that secret that most people don't know. So I feel that that's you, that is your guidance for this week, that know it from within. Work with your inner knowing. And, that is what's going to yield this magic in the outer as well. And this is a great initiative, whatever it is, it's coming straight from your core. So thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this message, don't forget to give this video a like and subscribe to this channel, and I'll see you in the next video. If you chose number 2, then we're going to pick a card from maybe this side this time. And woo, this is the one you get. I'm going to have a look at it in just a second myself. So I think it's called the Weaver. No, it's called the Healer. It's called the Healer. There's a woman with like this, she's working with natural resources like honey and flowers, and she's wearing it in her hair as well. And she's deeply devoted there. It's like it's her new devotion or something, you see. It's like she looks curious, and she looks like she's very interested in it, in whatever she is creating. And I feel that this is you. You are finding something that is more along natural lines. Whether it's in the work that you do or just as a hobby, but there's something that's there that's coming to you now, and it'll take you'll take more of an you'll take a deep interest in it, just like a child takes interest, where they can have that laser focus on something, but at the same time they're playful as well. And I feel like there's this deep wisdom that is running through you. It's like the wisdom of the earth. When it flows through us, it gives us these unique ideas that that only we can know. And of course, we can use the ancient wisdom that's been around for centuries about different things, like working with plant medicines, working with flowers, whatever it might be, any kind of natural practices, or even things like yoga, any kind of, this is just a metaphor. It doesn't have to mean working with plants and honey and stuff. Essentially it just means that you're becoming more natural, and you're using some sort of more natural resources to create something in the world. And it might be something that you're learning yourself first, but even though you are a student and you're learning, it's like there's something flowing through you through that process that is completely innate to you. It is unique to you. And this often happens when we are landed in a certain level of love. Then Mother Earth flows as love through us, right? The goddess, the feminine, flows as love through us. So when she flows, there is this deep feminine wisdom that's there, and that means the wisdom of the earth, that is like this earthly grounded wisdom. And so it's flowing through you, and you're creating something unique. Even though, look at these resources, they're the same as what many people use, flowers and honey and whatever she's working with in the garden. But at the same time, what she is creating is her own. It's unique. So let me see if there's anything else that's there. There's also this sense of deep peace, because I'm seeing these colors of like blue and turquoise, which are very calming. So she is not overly worried or in a hurry or trying to achieve something. It's more like she's just fully present, fully there, and that is what the earth energy anyways is about. It's about being grounded. It's about being here in the now and just enjoying, like, sensually what's there, everything that we have in the physical that we get to co-create with, and just relishing that, enjoying that. and that is actually this practice, this new thing, this new hobby, new interest, new resource, whatever it might be, is also bringing you lots of peace. It's grounding you more on the earth. Yeah, so I think that's a very beautiful message. Let me know what you think in the comments below, what this is for you. If you already know, let me know. I have no idea what this is for me. And yeah, that's it from me. Please don't forget to like this video if you liked this message, and subscribe if you haven't done that already. I'll see you in the next video. Okay, so we're going to choose number 3 now. So we'll choose one from the middle because I haven't done that yet. And ooh, don't be scared by the image. We'll get to it in a second. So just have a look at it yourself first. And it's Kali. Kali is the goddess of death and rebirth. It's so funny. It's like every week all the messages are on the same theme. Death and rebirth, you know, the black goddess. And look, I'm wearing black. You don't really see me wear black that often, but I've been I don't know, these days I've been feeling like wearing it. Even in my previous video I had on black, and today I knew that I wanted to put on black. I was going through these black you know what my options are within black. But yeah, it looks like the goddess is here, the goddess of deep transformation, deep power as well, because that is whenever there is death and rebirth cycles, it's like the rising of the phoenix from the depths, from the shadows. Something rises when we are willing to go deep into the shadows, right? We are willing to go deep within, into that part of ourselves we have never been before. We have never penetrated to a certain level before. It might be things that you are scared of. It might be things that are related to money, to sexuality, you know, some hidden gems. It could even be physical gems, or your own deep gems, like of your own wisdom. But things that are hidden there that you haven't accessed, you didn't want to access. It could even be like, you know, deep spiritual wisdom, ancient occult wisdom. So something that's there, you are not scared anymore. For some reason now you are willing to embrace it. Maybe because we have the eclipse energy very active now, and you know, the eclipse that's coming up within the first week of July is a Ketu eclipse. And Ketu, the south node of the moon in astrology, is all about digging deep. It's like that deep depth researcher, you know, like one of those people who go right to the bottom. So we're all feeling that energy. So if you have chosen this card, then definitely you're digging deep somewhere. And don't be scared when you see this image. It's not it doesn't mean that you know, some people get scared. They're like, oh, this is all about death and destruction. What is being destructed in my life? But this is something you are doing. That's the feeling that I'm getting. And look at this woman. It's like she's in power. You know, like when we in shamanic practices, what they do is like they make you go down on your knees and become an animal, because in order to harness your own raw power, this connectedness to the earth, this primal nature. Like even now when we go out to the woods, we as humans, we don't have those senses active, you know, like animals do. Those primal senses that connect us to the earth, that come from the deep core of the earth, the pulse of the earth. We don't feel that because we're so disconnected. But because she's just letting loose, you know, she's not trying to be graceful. It's like she's just this is the feminine, the powerful side of the feminine, where it's all she's not afraid of destruction as well. Like it's the same as creation, and they're both interconnected. So you are finally acknowledging that you are coming into this deep power. This is a really powerful card, very powerful. I feel that anything that is no longer needed in your life, you're not scared to let it go now. It's kind of going within a certain level of ease. There might be some discomforts that come, you know, like those annoyances, let's say, or things that you don't like, but they're not going to annoy you as much as they have in the past. That's the sense that I'm getting with the eclipse being here as well. And it's just landing this whole new level of power. It's a really powerful card. So let me know if that's what you're feeling. These days there's the crow that's shown up, which is interesting because crows are black, right? And they also have a like in a more negative sense, and I'm not, this is not a negative prediction, but people use the crow as this like omen, right? And but that's a very lower way of looking at different omens, like something negative is going to happen, and that's not what I feel. I feel that it's about like, you know, you are not scared of death anymore, and it doesn't mean physical death. It's death is a process of letting go. It's like, I don't need to control this. There is a higher order that's there, and I'm a part of that order, and I'm not scared of like the disorder within that higher order that happens, because there's a higher order. Everything is aligned always, even when there is chaos happening. So you are not afraid to just let go into it, because you know you're taken care of. And then however the storm blows you, whatever, you're actually learning to dance with that, and it's this like nice tribal primal dance that's becoming embodied within you, and this raw side of you is coming out. So yeah, so I love this choice. Okay, I hope that you enjoyed that message. If it resonated, give this video a like. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't subscribed, and let me know what's happening in your life that, you know, what is this card talking about. It should be quite interesting. So I'll see you very soon in the next video.